Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So from that introduction you can tell we're going to be talking about the fury of Magnus and of course the scalper problem, which is I think it's getting beyond a joke now when it comes to certain products with Games Workshop. So let's jump in and let's just hit this nail on the head. So for those of you who are not aware, what's happened is that this Saturday, that was the 19th, the Fury of Magnus book, the next book in the series of the Siege of Terror series, which always starts with a nice fancy crimson, leather backed. Well, I say leather backed, it's not really leather, but it's a nice fancy book. It looks incredible. You can see some of the pictures online now, like how they really go beyond to make it an awesome book to put on your shelf. Now the problem is, every single time, I mean it, every literal single time these books go on pre-order, they're sold out within 10 to 15 minutes. And then what happens, we have this on eBay. This huge, massive problem of people wanting to make money off their fellow hobbyists. Now let's just look at this just from eBay listings, okay? So what I've done, I've organized this from highest to lowest. Now I do think there's a bit of trolling going on, which is absolutely fantastic, because the top one is £225 and there's 51 bids on there. Now I don't think that someone is going to be paying £225 for this book. Let me just reiterate that this book cost £40. That's what it costs you to buy this book, 40 smackaroonios, and we'll get into some of the stuff which is really concerning in a second. But when I see stuff like £225 and 51 bids, I really do think that people are just trolling this chap or this actual auction. Same with this, £216 and 24 bids. I think people are just bidding it up so people stay away from it. And also when it comes to payment, the chap will say, oh, sorry, I don't have the money to do it. And that guy, has wasted all this time when it comes to putting that stuff actually on eBay as an auction. Now, if we just scroll down this page, some of the stuff that concerns me is a listing like this one. So Siege of Terror, Fury of Magnus, limited edition, Horus Heresy pre-order. So this, he's actually put his auction up for 150 to just buy it now straight away. So there's no bidding on it or anything, just buy it right now. And almost gone, and he sold 11 of them. He sold 11 books already. If we actually click on the listing and we go here, you can actually see, look, there's 2 available still. So what this means is that he sold 11 and he's got 2 more available. So this guy was managed to buy multiple versions of this book. And again, just let me reiterate. I can't bloody speak. I'm so bloody pissed off. Reiterate. God damn it. I'm sorry. I'm still a bit not well. Is that this book costs £40, right? So this means that this chap is making more than triple per book, and he's got 13 books. How the hell is he able to buy 13 books? This is where GW needs to come in now and start policing their limited edition stuff, because what's happening, people are making multiple accounts, because one of the hurdles that GW put in place is that, oh, it's like only one-to-one account, but then people just make limited accounts, they like do bots and stuff, and all the bots just go out at the same time, and boom, 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 and that's it. There's like no hurdle there for the people who know how to get around this stuff and how to abuse it. And what we see now is this guy who sold 11 bloody books of this, which cost £40, and, he's making £150 off each book. But, at least it's free postage. He must be like a nice chap deep down inside, a massive knobhead. And if we go down, look, there's like £145, £140, buy it now, £140, £134, £110. You get the idea, is that people are basically just buying these books, not even to read it. I guarantee like 99.9% of the people who are making these listings don't care about this book. They don't care about the lore. They don't care about the story. They're only here to make a quick dime as fast as possible. And I think it's absolutely disgusting that they would want to make money on their fellow hobbyists. It really is just a shitty thing to see. Now, how do we combat this? This is the golden question, and there's so many advantages and disadvantages. Like, there's so many counter arguments, let's say, to this. So the main thing is, let's not just buy from scalpers. Let's just hit them where it hurts. Just nobody buy from scalpers. That is probably one of the strongest points. But then again, the counter argument to that is, how dare you tell me how to spend my money? And that is completely agreeable. If someone has £150 and they want to go and spend £150 on that book, who the hell am I to turn around to them and say, how dare you spend your money that you've worked for on something that you want? You know, that is a rightful argument. If someone wants to buy it, then they will buy it. The only thing I can suggest to those people is that when you do buy it, you are hurting the community in a little way, that the Scalpers gets away with it, and he then will do that again with other products that may even affect, you know, other his friends and stuff down the line. That's the only really argument I can put to that person. But if he turns around to me and says, well, it's my money, I can spend what I want, yeah, but like, yeah, mate, it is, you know, go and do what you want to do. Another argument is that maybe one order per card. This is a pretty decent argument, I would say. Probably the one that is one of the strongest out there. But then again, if you have like two siblings, for example, or maybe yourself and your partner want the book or a box or a model, let's say, because of course, even though this video is focusing on the book, it's not just about the book, it's about pre-order stuff in general. So let's say, for example, there's a fancy new model coming out, and GW put into place that only you can only order one of these on a card, and you want to buy it for, like, you know, I don't know, you got kids and stuff like that. You want to buy one for one and one for yourself and stuff, one for your son, one for your daughter, one for yourself. But you can't do that anymore because GW's put a limit on it. It's again, it's a counter argument to that. It's just a really, really shitty thing. I think one of the strongest things we can do is that maybe if GW can put something in place where, if, for example, if that guy who bought 11 copies, if all 11 copies are going to the same address, then surely some eyebrows should be raised. Why is 11 copies going to one address? There's not going to be 11 people inside that house that are going to need 11 copies. I think there's, you know, it needs to be some common sense from GW's part when it comes to these products. Just thinking, right, okay, if a guy is ordering this many, he's obviously scalping it. You know, he's out there basically just to make money off the fellow hobbyist. And maybe they should, from their part, step in and say, no, sorry, you've ordered too many, we're not going to be sending this many copies out to your address. And again, the main argument towards that is, that's if GW want to do that. Do GW really care? At the end of the day, they're making their book. You know what I mean? Like, they're selling all the product. Do they really care who it goes to? I would say hopefully they do, because we are a community and we're all in this together. And I'm sure that GW don't want to see their community effed over just for a quick dollar. So hopefully something will happen in the coming days. Like, we've had this with Indominus, and I think the response to the Indominus stuff was great from GW, where they did make it made to order. That's what it was called. So you had all these scalpers buying all the box sets and stuff, and they were like putting them up for like 3 times the price and stuff on eBay. Then GW came out a week later and said, don't worry, because of everything that's happened, we're going to make this made to order, so everyone will have a chance to buy the box sets. And within literally like a week, the Indominus box sets were just like dropping off eBay because the scalpers couldn't sell them, because people were doing the made to order stuff, and it was fantastic. But that can't be applied to books, I personally think, because if you do made to order with the books, the problem is that these limited edition books have to be signed by the author. So let's just say, for example, that they did make the Fury of Magnus made to order, and there was over 100,000 copies that were made. You know, massive. Everyone loved, everyone wants the book, everyone orders it. That means Gray McNeil has to sit down and sign 100,000 copies of this book. I don't even know how the logistics of that would actually work. Did they like bring him into GW? How would he even survive that? Like, signing stuff is a really, really big thing. Like, 100,000 of anything is a lot, and just to sit there and sign every last one of them, I don't think I would want to wish that on my worst enemy. You know, I don't think he'll have a wrist at the end of the day. Alright, Chapurinos, I'm just going to leave it there. Sorry if this is a bit late, this video. Like, this all happened while I was ill, in bed. Like, I completely missed ordering my books. I've been in bed for like the past 3-4 days now. So if anyone's got any like thoughts or feedback, really, like, how can we proper counter this? How can we stop this as a community? I would love to hear all your feedback. I would love to read it all, you know, respond to it and stuff like that, because I do think it is a big problem, and I think it's a problem that's going to be going on and on and on until it gets fixed. And I think it is absolutely shitter that people are getting, well, are losing products because people are coming in and buying bulks of it just to make money on it. I really hate the thought of a fellow hobbyist being done over like that. So it really, really is a crappy thing. Right, that's enough from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you now, and bye-bye.